Hello, this is Sean Copeland, Chairman and CEO of Regent Bank, bringing you another edition of Regent Elevate, and we're going to continue our Leading with Love series today. But first, let me just again remind you that all of our Elevates are available on our website, regent.bank. Click on Resources, click on Regent Elevate, and you can have access to all of them. Today, we're going to follow up our discussion. Last time we talked about how great leaders are patient. Today, we're going to talk about that great leaders are kind. Now, what do we mean by kind? Kind means to communicate with encouragement and enthusiasm. Kindness is so important because it builds an emotional bank account with our employees that it's going to be depleted from time to time. They're going to have tough days. We're going to have tough interactions with them. We're going to have to give them feedback that's not going to be particularly fun. But if we've been kind to them and built a strong relationship over time, we will have a reservoir to pull from during those times, and it will help them to deal with the challenging times in their lives as well. I just want to share a couple of stories with you that I think are very impactful concerning kindness. In his book, Love Works, Joel Manby mentions that he went to work for HFE Entertainment, which is the company that owns Silver Dollar City, Dollywood, and other 26 attractions throughout the country. And he joined them back in the mid-2000s, just in time to hit the huge recession of 2009, okay? So 2009 has arrived. Nobody's going to theme parks because everybody's petrified for their financial future, and their numbers look horrible. And he was having a very bad year, very bad month, and a very bad day. So he shows up, and there on his desk is a small postcard from their chairman, whose family founded this company. And Joel was the first non-family chairman, so this was very, very important to him. He opened up the envelope, and Jack left him the most beautiful note that said, "Joel, you're right, this is not a great year. I know it's been very difficult, but what is great is the way that you are leading our team and the way that you are continuing to lead with love and to use Christian principles and to be kind and all of the things that we ask for in our leaders." And he was very, very complimentary of Joel's leadership. That's exactly what Joel needed to get him through this very, very difficult time. But even better was the fact that Jack also sent a letter to Joel's family. Sent it to his wife and to his kids saying, "Thank you so much for loaning us your father. You should be so proud of your dad and all of the amazing work that he does here," and really bragged on him very specifically. And his wife went through the roof, just to the moon, as she was so proud of her husband. Well, those types that type of kindness is very rare. The fact that someone would stop to write a thank you note just out of kindness does wonders. There's a young man, back in 2011, there was a young man in London, Ontario, that his name was Josh Gant, and he had been bullied significantly at his former school. And every day he got up, he hated to go to school, he was sick all the time, pretended to be sick because he didn't want to go, and he was transferred to a new school. He didn't want to be bullied again. So he decided at this school what he was going to do is he was going to open the door for everyone when they came in the school. So every morning you would come in, kids, adults alike, Josh would hold the door open. Initially, the kids thought it was odd, but over time, they began to really like it. And he would always say good morning, and they would say thank you. He would say you're welcome. Early they made fun of him, but he became friends with many of them. And he became very popular and ultimately became the prom king at his new school. Completely changed his life because he began leading with kindness. So I think what you find is that leadership is not about intimidation. Leadership is about caring. Leadership is about kindness. Sure, you have to make difficult decisions and you have to give honest feedback, but if you do it in a kind way that inspires both encouragement and enthusiasm, you can create such a loyalty among your team that they will work harder for you than you can imagine. You will achieve things that you can never imagine. Thank you so much for joining us this week, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.